Here we are at the unlucky number 13, week 13 of the 2024 NFL season. Let's do my predictions, but first let's go over a quick recap of week 12. And this is going to be quick because I didn't watch a whole lot of these games. I was in Reno, and yeah. So, week 12, I went 8-5 for a total of 115-64. Thursday Night Football started off with the Steelers taking on the Browns. I chose the Steelers to win. They lost to the Browns at the last second. Good for the Browns. Steelers did what they always do, played out in a competition. Then I chose on the Sunday games, the Dolphins to beat the Patriots. They did that pretty easily. Tua had a good game. They won 34-15. I chose the Lions to beat the Colts. And the good thing for the Colts is that the Lions didn't demolish them, by 40 points. It was just by almost 20. They won 24-6 pretty easily. The Lions did. Then I chose the Panthers to beat the Chiefs, and it was pretty close. It looked like the Chiefs kind of almost had it in the beginning, but then the Panthers did their best to come back. It was tied 27-27. Bryce Young had a good day, but Patrick Mahomes ran off for 33 yards at the end of the game to run the clock out and and have the field goal kicked. And they won the game. So yeah, the Chiefs aren't perfect because they can almost lose to a team like the Panthers. So the Panthers are a pretty solid team despite their record being 3-8. Then I chose the Texans to beat the Titans. And damn, the Texans are on a weird downfall with CJ Stroud's second year. It's very sad to see because they were a very fun, very exciting team last year that came out of nowhere. Will Levis had a pretty good day, threw for 2 touchdowns. But CJ Stroud threw for 2 touchdowns as well as 2 interceptions. He's a weird sophomore slump for CJ Stroud. They lost 32-27. Then I chose the Vikings to beat the Bears. And they did that, by a field goal in overtime? Yeah, 30-27. I feel bad for the Bears. Then I chose the Buccaneers to beat the Giants, and they did so pretty convincingly, 30-7. The Giants suck. What are you gonna do? Then I chose the Commanders to beat the Cowboys, and it looked pretty ugly. But then the last 3 minutes were pretty exciting. Touchdown. But the Commanders lost. They missed the PAT. Onside kick didn't work, and then whoever got the ball from the onside kick for the Cowboys just ran it for a touchdown because it was funny. So yeah, Commanders lost, Cowboys won. Commanders have a shit defense, by the way. Then I chose the Broncos to beat the Raiders, and I will say it was close for the most part, despite it being a 10-point game. Minshew's out for the season. I think he broke his collarbone. We did the same thing we always do. A good first drive, keep it close, and then just crap the bed at the end of the game. Yeah, we lost. Then I chose the Cardinals to beat the Seahawks, and that didn't work out. They lost 16-6. Yeah. Then I chose the Packers to beat the Niners. And here's the funny thing. I changed my pick before the game happened because I picked the Niners under the assumption that Brock Purdy and Nick Bosa were playing, even though they both were day-to-day. But as it was on Friday or Saturday, they ruled that both of them were out, so I changed my pick. I'm allowed to do that because I'm doing it on my fantasy football thing. And I also put it in my prediction video last week in the edits in the description. Hey, I'm changing my pick because I can. So I ended up switching over to the Packers winning, and they won 38-10. So it looks like Brock Purdy is one of the big reasons why this team is so damn good, and he really proved me wrong, I believe. And I have flipped the switch on Brock Purdy, thinking that he is actually a really damn good quarterback, and not just a good quarterback. Who was the backup? Because I forgot. What, Kyle Allen? Is that his name? Brandon Allen. Who the hell is Brandon Allen? A quarterback who's just been around forever since 2016. Yeah, didn't do much that game. Almost 200 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Jordan Love, 2 touchdowns. So yeah, Packers won. I changed my pick. Yeah. Then I chose the Eagles to beat the Rams. Wasn't close. 37-20. Jalen Hurts looks good. Saquon Barkley looks amazing. What are you going to do? Come on. Then I chose the Ravens to beat the Chargers, and what looked like a pretty close game at the beginning, but the Chargers chargered it up with some drop passes, and Lamar Jackson, doing Lamar Jackson things, Derrick Henry doing Derrick Henry things, and after the Ravens took off, it didn't look super close at the end. So now we move on to my Week 13 picks. Also, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm going to be releasing this on Thanksgiving. We're going to have 3 Thanksgiving games. So everyone should be thankful for something, hopefully. We start off our Thanksgiving games with the Lions because they play all the time on Thanksgiving for some reason. We got the Bears taking on the Lions. And I'm going with the Lions on this because the Bears have shit luck. This is a divisional game, an NFC North divisional game. The Lions look damn near unstoppable. What are you going to do? The Bears, I don't think, have a chance. It's going to be embarrassing. This might be the first Lions win on Thanksgiving in a while, I think. I don't remember the last time they won on Thanksgiving. I can't recall. So Lions, they look unstoppable. Then we got the Giants taking on the Cowboys. Now, I heard that there was a Thursday night flex happening in a few weeks or something. It's going to be the Chargers and Broncos. And I was really hoping that this game could be flex, even though it would be a logistic nightmare because it's Thanksgiving. It's such a big day for the NFL. And no one wants to see Cooper Rush taking on, I fucking can't remember, Tommy DeVito. No one wants to see that. Although Cooper Rush did have an okay game against the Commanders. Let's see. What did he do against the Commanders? Sorry, I got to look this up. Because I didn't watch the game. So I didn't watch most of the game, so I don't know. 247 yards and 2 touchdowns, but against the Commanders' defense. But still, it's a pretty good feat. But still, Cooper Rush. Who the hell is Cooper Rush? The Cowboys are a mess. It doesn't matter. 2 awful teams going up against each other. I got to choose the better one, the Cowboys. They're the better team. They're not unwatchable like the Giants are. Damn. Yeah, this is going to be a stupid game. And hopefully this is going to start the Cowboys not playing on Thanksgiving. Let's hope that this game is so bad, unbearable, and unwatchable that the NFL decides to not let the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving anymore. Then we got the best game on Thanksgiving, that being the Dolphins and the Packers. I'm going with the Dolphins on this. It was just against the Patriots, but Tua's back. And I've been saying this since he's gotten back. The Dolphins with Tua is infinitely better than the Dolphins without Tua. I'm just going to hope Jordan Love does some stupid things and the Dolphins come out on top on this. I think it'll be really fun for the Dolphins to bounce back, get back to 500, and just to shake things up in the NFC right now because it's very cutthroat. So yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins on this. I like Tua better than Jordan Love. Then we got the Black Friday game because all the games on Thursday are Thanksgiving games and everyone has to watch them locally or whatever or on regular TV. Now we have to pay to watch certain games on different subscription things, So now we got the second Black Friday game, that being the Raiders taking on the Chiefs. And I'm going to make a gutsy call and I'm going to go with the Raiders. Aiden O'Connell's coming back. Hopefully that brings in the rhythm we had last season. That and I think it'll be really funny if this happens because the Chiefs are not unstoppable. They have a lot of flaws to them. All of their games have been incredibly close this season. So let's hope that the Raiders win. I'm hoping that the Raiders win. I think it'll be really funny if it happens. So yeah, go Raiders. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck Mahomes, Andy Reid, all those people. Fuck them. This is not based on any statistical thing happening. This is not based on any evidence that the Raiders can beat the Chiefs. This is just, I'm hoping this happens. Yeah, I'm going to regret that pick. Then we're going with the Chargers taking on the Falcons. I'm going with the Chargers on this. They look better. What can I say? They look like a solid team. I don't have much to say on that. I don't have much to say on the Falcons either. They're such a weird team to gauge. They have very similar records, and they both seem like very similar teams, but I think the Chargers just look a little better. They don't have as many downs as the Falcons do. This is the best the Chargers have looked in quite a while. Then we got the Steelers taking on the Bengals. Let's hope that the Steelers defense can really chomp down on Joe Burrow and that really good offense. And let's hope that the Steelers can. It's just because the Steelers look so good, despite that weird loss against the Browns, despite the weird losses they've had this season. Let's just hope that the Steelers can do something, win the division. It'll be really cool if they do. Going with the Steelers on this. They just have they have the better defense, of course. The defense wins you games, and I like the Bengals offense more. But come on, it's going to be a pretty exciting game. Steelers. It's going to be an offensive shootout, but the Steelers. Then we got the Cardinals taking on the Vikings. I just want to go back, make sure I chose them. Yeah, the Vikings. So I'm going with the Vikings on this. The Cardinals had a weird loss against the Seahawks last week. Seahawks are on top of the division. Vikings on the other. I just want to let me make sure that the Seahawks are on top of the division. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Seahawks lead division. So Cardinals lost that. Seahawks lead in division. Vikings look pretty damn good. Only 2 losses. I didn't expect this from the Vikings this season. And I think a lot of it has to do with Sam Darnold having a great resurgence. And just the Vikings have always been pretty fun to watch. But no one has expected this from the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings on this. They're more fun. They're more explosive. The Cardinals are pretty hard to gauge sometimes. And they are a good team, but I think the Vikings are infinitely better, and that Brian Flores defense is really, really going to cause a lot of trouble for Kyler Murray. So Vikings. Then we got the Colts taking on the Patriots. The Colts, what can you say? Patriots suck. Drake May, he's good. He has a lot of, he's a good quarterback. It's just he's a rookie. He makes some rookie mistakes. But Anthony Richardson, he's better. Then that Colts team is better. So, yeah, Colts. Sorry. I don't have a lot to say on this. Then we got the Seahawks taking on the Jets. Going with the Seahawks on this. Damn. Jets are a mess. They're awful. They've only won one game since Adam Gase got fired. They fired their GM. And Aaron Rodgers, there's talks of him not being on the team next year. That'll be really funny to see. He has to fulfill his destiny and go to the Vikings. Follow in the footsteps of his father and mentor, Brett Favre. But, come on. The Jets are awful. Getting Devontae Adams didn't do shit for them. They're a mess. Seahawks, on the other hand, are actually looking pretty solid. Geno Smith has some weird up and downs, but he's still a pretty damn good passer. He makes some really damn good throws. He has some pretty impressive throws every game for a really nice long touchdown. So Seahawks, they look better. Then we got the Titans taking on the Commanders. Going with the Commanders. They have the better offense. Yeah, they got upset by the Cowboys, but I think that's just a weird down game for them. Commanders going to come back. No way they lose to a team like the Titans. Will Levis is looking better, and he might torch the Commanders' shitty defense, but I think the quarterback play is the factor in this game, the deciding factor. I'm going with the Commanders on this. Then we got the Texans taking on the Jaguars. I'm going with the Texans on this because the Jaguars are sad. They suck. They're really bad. I don't remember if what's its face T-Law's coming back. I really don't know if Trevor Lawrence is coming back. He might be back. I don't know. I guess he went to practice. Even if he's back or not, it doesn't matter. They've just been really sad this whole year, actually. They're one of the worst teams in the NFL. Texans, even though they're in a weird sophomore slump. Going with the Texans on this. They're just the better team. They have higher expectations. So Texans. Then we got the Rams taking on the Saints. The Rams coming off of a loss, the Saints coming off of a bye. I'm going with the Saints on this. I'm going to ride out the Derek Carr hype train coming back. I'm sorry. I'm a Derek Carr fanboy. What can I say? The Saints are, I'll call the Saints a solid team despite their record. Despite their 4-7 record, I somehow think they're going to rattle out 6 wins to become 10-7. And it starts with a very tough challenge against the Rams, a very competitive team who will not go down quietly. They are very competitive no matter what. They have an explosive offense. They have a pretty okay defense that keeps them in games. And it's going to be a very tough watch. It's going to be a very tough match. And I honestly think this is looking to be one of the better games of the week. Because all those other games have been pretty, that I've chosen so far, they've been pretty, one-sided. This looks like a very competitive game. I'm going with the Saints on this. Then we got the Buccaneers taking on the Panthers. I'm going with the Bucs. They're the infinitely better team. Come on. The Panthers have looked better these past few weeks. I'll give them that. Bryce Young getting benched was good for him. He needed some time to just mellow out. He needed time to collect himself. When he came back, he's looking like a damn good starter. So hopefully he has a good game, but I don't think it's going to be enough against a very hungry, competitive Buccaneers team who will not stay down, who will not go down without a fight. So I'm going with the Bucs on this. Baker Mayfield just looks really damn good. They're going for division, even though they have a losing record. But they're close because the Falcons can fuck it up, like always. Then we got... Wait, is that Sunday night? That's not Sunday night. Then we got the Eagles taking on the Ravens. Ravens, even though the Eagles look much more unstoppable, even though the Eagles look much more impressive, it seems like one of those games the Eagles are going to lose. Being on some hot streak, they're going to fuck it up against the Ravens, who are, I think the better team. Their weird losses this season against their guaranteed loss against the Steelers, a weird loss against the Browns, and a weird loss against the Raiders. I forgot what and the Chiefs, because bullshit. I don't think the Ravens will lose another game this season. I think it's gonna be a pretty entertaining match. Okay, I said the Rams Saints is gonna be the best game so far. This is the best game of the week. Eagles Ravens. This is gonna be pretty competitive, pretty cutthroat. I think the Eagles defense is much better, but this is gonna be a very fun offensive shootout that's gonna be more prevalent in the fourth quarter. But I'm taking the Ravens on this solely because I like the Ravens more. I think the Eagles are the better team, but they have struggled a bit, even though they only have 2 losses. Then we got Sunday Night Football. The Niners taking on the Bills. Now, I'm hoping Brock Purdy is back. But regardless if he's back or not, I'm going with the Bills. Bills. Josh Allen. I like Josh Allen more. The Bills look almost unstoppable as well. Bills. The Niners. This is just one of those weird Niner years where injuries just bite them in the ass and their playoff chances are fucked. Last time this happened was 2018? Yeah. Other than that, I'm going with the Bills on this. The Bills have a chance to become the first team this season to take division, which would be them winning and then the Packers winning. But I think the Dolphins are going to win, and the Bills are going to win, obviously. So I'm going with the Bills. Sorry, I don't have a whole lot to say. I just don't know if Brock Purdy is coming back or not. It's questionable. But if he's back or not, it doesn't matter. Josh Allen's going to torch them. Then we got Monday Night Football. The Browns taking on the Broncos. Going with the Broncos on this. What am I going to say? Bo Nix looks really good. I told my brother in the beginning of the year, I think Bo Nix is going to have the most fucking funny reason to become offensive rookie of the year. He said, "No, it's gonna be Jaden Daniels." It looks like it's Bo Nix. Now it looks like it's Bo Nix. This is the Broncos' best season since fucking Peyton Manning was there. That's sad. It's been almost a decade since the Broncos had a good season. But they're the better team. They have the better defense. They have the better quarterback play. Sorry, Broncos. So those are my picks for this week. It's gonna be very quick. I'm gonna be very bullshitty about this just because I'm kind of rushing to get this done. Low effort, but all these videos are. So, anyways, what do you think about my picks? Tell me what you thought about them. What are your picks? What's your record? Tell me about them in the comments below, and I'll be back with more enjoyable content like this. So, yeah, bye.